Okay, so I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to cut up and be hollering like some other people. But what I will say is this. I stand on what I've always and I have already said before. This has been official. That mother is gone. Okay. Last week when Bishop GE was making this prayer vigil or whatever, even her sister was acting like she didn't even know what was going on. Like, you want me to pray? What you want me to do? So it was very confusing. And then right after that, Kathy, which is one of her friends, came right out and made a video saying that mother is fine and was not in critical condition. So it was Mother Patterson. So it was a bunch of back and forward, which made everything confusing. Then I am talking to Jean and Dean, who is very close and who is always with Mother Patterson, and everything was fine. So again, from those of us that was close, that is very close to her and everything, that's very close to her, it was very much so confusing. Okay. And we was like, well, the folks that's close to her said she fine. We don't know where y'all getting this information from. So it just is what it is. So today it is official that mother is gone. Hey, Annie, y'all, it's good. It's good. So this is, I don't want to sound insensitive, but I will say that for me, it is to be expected. Mother Patterson has served and has honestly given her life for this church, this ministry, and for the work of her, for the Lord and her husband. Because after Bishop GE Patterson left here, she never remarried, but she continued the work of her husband. And she made sure that her husband's word messages lived on. And this is something that I do know for real. And even after sitting down talking with her, because the last time because I lived in Memphis at the time, we had sat down we were sitting down at, I'm trying to say, were we at Houston's? I know we were sitting down at Bishop Mason's granddaughter's funeral. We were at her funeral. We were sitting there talking. It was me, Mother Patterson, and I think Auntie Patricia Lewis. We was there. I think Jean was on one side. We was outside just talking. I got pictures of all this stuff. But it's just, it's one of them things where when you know what you know, it's not difficult to accept it. Hey, Mama Scott, it's not difficult to accept it, and it's very difficult. One, it's not difficult to accept it, but it's hard that person's not going to be here. Let me just make sure my words are right. Hey, Brandon. And it is very sad that she is going to be gone, that she is gone. But one thing I will say, and that's this. I know GE, he's probably like, Lou, that's you. Lou. She was not sick like that. Hey, Miss Sharon. She was not deathly ill sick, but mother has always had arthritis issues. Plus she's up in age, all of those things. But she was not she was knocking at death's door. She was honestly just up in age. That's what it was. So that's where I stand with it. Hey, D, that's where I stand with it. And again, like I said, from the beginning of this video to now, it was very much so mixed things going on when it came down to Bishop Sheard talking about she is in critical condition and all this other stuff, because those of us that know her, we was looking sideways like, what? And so we already making phone calls, calling her phone, calling Gene and Dean, calling Kathy, calling everybody, talking about like, what in the world? Okay? That Mother Patterson wasn't going to answer the phone because she didn't have her phone. Okay? Gene, Dean, the twins, Kathy, them, all of the girls who is with her, you know, they hold her very close. And so a lot of things they're not going to bother. They're not going to let people be calling and stuff. So I don't owe Bishop Sheard nothing. Okay, ma'am? I don't owe Bishop Sheard nothing. And I said what I said. Period. Bishop Sheard got out here talking about she's in critical condition, and her friends came right back out who know her, said she was not in critical condition. So I don't owe nobody nothing. You don't like me, you shouldn't be on my live. Period, point blank. So anyways, so that's all I just got on here just to say that at the end of the day, like a lot of us, Malcolm, exactly. It was given a lot of that. It really was given a lot of that. Wait, somebody said go to the next blog page who always talk about job. Well, maybe they're going to have something to say about that. It is what it is. It was very much so given mixed signals and information and everything of that nature. And so when it first came out about her being in the hospital and in critical condition, like everybody was making phone calls because, you know, those of us who know her personally, you know, we know that if she was in the hospital in critical condition, we know the people to call that's right next to her. So everybody next to her said she's fine. Okay? That's what it was given. Everybody said she's fine. Hey, Samoria. So, like I said, I don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe anybody anything. And to be as a matter of fact, and to be as a matter of fact, when Bishop Sheard's mama was sick, everybody got upset because y'all didn't want nobody saying nothing about his mama when his mama was sick. Hello? When his daddy was sick, y'all didn't want nobody saying nothing about Bishop Sheard's daddy, did you? Yes, Samoria, it is true. So it's just like, why put out something and we don't have all the full information? Love you, Chris. Why put out information like that, which is going to make everybody go in a tizzy and go crazy because we're trying to figure out what is going on when there are so many people that actually love this lady, and it's like, we don't even know what's going on. And then Mother Kelly up there co-signing, and she looking dizzy like she don't even know what's going on either. And so it's just like, what in the world? So, period. Well, Jay Rochelle, the thing about it is this. A lot of people don't want you to know that they're sick, if they are sick, and they deal with things privately. That's just the way that it is, and it's always been like that. Shanice said maybe she knew she was leaving and just wanted to go in peace. That could be that too. I don't know. I don't know why Bishop Shear would say that. I'm very much so confused as to why he would say anything at all. Because again, it sent everybody into a frantic, crazed rage because everybody's trying to figure out what is going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to figure out what is going on when, and I'm just being honest when I say this, when his mother and his father was sick and going through, like, didn't nobody know anything? Nobody knew anything. We knew that. Now, this is what we did find out, that his mama was in the hospital for COVID. His mom and daddy was in the hospital for COVID. And everybody was like, pray for him. Because people was leaking that information. People was leaking that information, and everybody was getting pissed because people was leaking that information. So here's the thing. It's like this right here. Everybody's like, well, what about an official statement from the family? What about an official statement from the church? All of this, yada, yada, yada. Nobody was trying to do that. Somebody said, but at convocation, didn't Mother Kelly tell him that this was going on? Mother Kelly stood there like she didn't even know what was going on. Robert, I'm good. Because Mother Kelly was like, what you want me to say? What you want me to do? Somebody actually told Mother Kelly. Somebody said to Mother Kelly some stuff. So that's the child. That's why I said it's all confusing. Like, if Mother Kelly didn't know, and that was her sister, and somebody else is telling Mother Kelly, and this is secondhand information, again, it's all confusing. I didn't say Bishop Sheard meant any harm. I'm just basically telling you all what was what, okay? Her own blood sister didn't know. Her friends, who was always close to her, had the information and didn't say nothing. That's the thing. Her own friends didn't say nothing. Because again, Mother Patterson is a very private person. For those of us who really know her, Mother Patterson is a very private person. She does not put her business out there. She is very much so a class act by herself, and she don't do all that stuff. Period. Wait, what did Maurice say? Maurice said, if I get sick, I'm not asking the church to pray, because after they pray, Joyce died, Sheila died, and now Mother Patterson. Mother Kelly was not as close as people thought that they were. Yes, they're sisters, but they was not as close like that. You know, that's family drama. That's family drama. Mother Patterson even told Bishop Sheard she was not coming to convocation. Okay, she wasn't coming to convocation. She had her own reasons for doing that, and I ain't finna go putting all that information out there, but it was just factual. She said she wasn't coming. She'll watch it on live, but, you know, she wasn't coming, wasn't going to be involved in none of this stuff. Hey, Amari. Sorry, boy, I'm sorry about that. But that's just what there was. So, anyways, for those of you all who have come to this post, come to Hey, Chubby, for those people who have come to this live because you want to just say something negative anyways, whatever. It is what it is. But I'm just letting you know from my side, from what I do know these individuals. It is what it is. If you don't like what I'm saying or how I feel or my thoughts, my opinions on all of this stuff, it is what it is. Hey, twins. That's one of the twins. Hey, Miss Dolores, how you doing? Yeah, and I had to make another post. I was going to leave it, but I was like, nah. I'm like, nah, let me just come out here and say something. William just did a live chat. He over there just, woo! I was like, oh my God, William. What in the world are you doing? Like, what? Baby, William was over there screeching and hollering and carrying on. He had them scrawls all in the camera. I was like, Lord, have mercy. Hey, Lewis. Thank you, Miss Janet. Yeah, y'all. Listen. Y'all listen. I'm not here to make fun of William, but that was funny, you know. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off of here. Sean, I'm fine. Hey, Janelle. Thank you, Mama Miles. Oh, let me say this. We have lost, this church has lost major. This church has lost major. You know, we've lost major people that were steeples in this church. And I have to go back to what Bishop T.D. Jakes said. You know, we've lost a lot of giants in this church. I'm going to say it one more time. We've lost a lot of giants and generals in this church. And we've left them in the hands of midgets. Short, stagnant, unappreciative, uneducated, really don't even hold to the steadfastness of this church. All of that, everybody just want to be Kojic, but they don't want to move this church in a more progressive way. They just want to just hold the title. We have lost a lot. Entitled, yes. Yes, James, entitled people. You know, you feel like just because you are in the line or you in the family or whatever, everybody feels entitled. So it's like, it's not the Church of God in Christ no more. It's the Church of God in Clark's. You know, it's just what it is. I mean, and I ain't trying to start now. I'm being factual. I'm being honest. This church now, it has nothing to do with spirit, has nothing to do with God, it's about personality. And we've really moved so far away from what it really is supposed to be. And I said this before and I'll say it again. A lot of people feel like I have an issue with the presiding and the family, but it's not that. But it has flipped to something else. And we move way away from worshiping God and we just really worship the people. Now, let me close in saying this. Probably tomorrow. I hope we see an official announcement. I hope we see an announcement tomorrow. I hope we see an official announcement tomorrow. I hope let me do right, Lord, let me do right. I hope the people in the media ministry make something for her tomorrow or even tonight. Y'all up here posting it and everything else. I hope y'all make an official announcement for her tomorrow. I hope the women's department say something about our former presiding bishop's wife and the mother of this church. I hope to God that y'all say something. Because I'm going to tell you this. I saw her niece made a post. I did, Mama Miles. I did see her post. I did. Yeah, I did see her post. Mother Louise, Auntie Louise, she has done so much for people outside of this church. Let me just say that. Mother Patterson, even after Bishop died, I have seen her help and do and be a blessing to so many people. And it had nothing to do with church. This is why I have always loved that lady. Not that she did anything for me, but I have seen her and witnessed her be a blessing to so many people. I'm talking about street ministry. Okay, I'm talking about street ministry. Taking care of folks in the street. So, anyways, this lady, and this is just truth, when you get more recognition than the bishop and the first family in this church, and you walk in like you the president of the United States, your presence has always made a difference. Your presence has always made a difference. And so we're going to miss Mother Patterson. I know I am. And yeah, let's keep Mother Kelly in prayer. That's her sister. We don't negate that. You know, we don't negate that. We keep Mother Patterson and the family, extended family, all of that in our prayers and stuff like that, because it just is what it is. It's still a loss. It's still a loss. So, yeah. Violin, she was always my first lady, and that was no slight to nobody. Elder Carpenter, no slight to nobody. But Mother Patterson is and will always remain my first lady. And that's just facts. That's just facts. Yeah. So anyways, y'all, I want y'all to have a great day, great night, great evening, and whatever time that you're watching this. Yeah, y'all just keep the family and everybody in the church in your prayers, because this is a hard one. Mother Patterson really was. She really was a steeple. She really was a steeple in so many lives, you know, when as it relates to, you know, those of us that really, really loved her. So y'all just keep all of us and keep the ones who loved her dearly in your prayers. A lot of us that called her mom, who called her auntie, all of those things, y'all keep us in your prayers. And so we're going to be okay, you know. Mama Miles, we're going to be Chris, we're going to be okay. You know, it's just, for me, it was to be expected. It was to be expected. I pray that she went softly. I pray that she went with no pain, because, you know, Mother's been holding this thing up for a long time. So anyways, love you all with the love of God and grace and peace and everything like that. And we're going to look forward to we're going to see what's going to happen next. All right, y'all. Peace out.